You did everything right. You worked hard. You thought deeply. You grew, and somehow you still feel like the loneliest person in every room. If that sounds familiar, stick with me, because what's happening to you has a name, and it's not what you think. Everyone assumes smart people have it easier, better jobs, better decisions, better lives. Nobody warns you about the one thing that comes with it, a loneliness most people will never understand. Here's what almost nobody talks about. The smarter and more self-aware you become, the smaller your world of people who get it gets. That's not an accident. It's a pattern, and it happens to nearly everyone who thinks differently. Stay till the end, because I'm going to show you the 5 real reasons smart people feel lonely. And by the time we're done, you'll stop thinking something is wrong with you. Reason number 1. Your mind moves faster than most conversations. While everyone's still on step 1, you're already on step 5. So you slow down, you nod, you smile, and quietly, you disconnect. Not because you don't care, because you're waiting for the conversation to catch up. Reason number 2. You see the flaws in things before anyone else does. You spot the hole in the plan, the flaw in the logic, the thing everyone's ignoring. And when you say it out loud, the room goes quiet. Not because you're wrong, but because nobody else was ready to see it yet. Reason number 3. Small talk drains you instead of filling you. Talking about the weather, the traffic, the weekend plans, it's not that you can't do it. It's that it costs you energy instead of giving you any. And after enough of those conversations, you start avoiding rooms altogether. Reason number 4. You've outgrown people you still love. You still care about them, but your conversations don't stretch as far as they used to. Growth does that. It doesn't ask permission, and it doesn't wait for everyone else to catch up. Reason number 5, and this is the one most people never admit. You're afraid of being fully known. Because if people really saw everything going on in your head, would they still stay? So you keep parts of yourself hidden, even from people who love you, and hidden parts can't be understood, no matter how many people are around you. Notice something? None of these 5 reasons are flaws. Fast thinking, seeing what others miss, needing real conversation, outgrowing old rooms, guarding your depth. Every single one is a sign of awareness, not brokenness. But from the outside, this looks like arrogance, like coldness, like you think you're better than everyone else, when really, you just process the world differently than most people around you. In reality, it's not arrogance, it's exhaustion. The exhaustion of constantly translating yourself into a language most rooms were never built to understand. Now, does being misunderstood always mean you're lonely? No, there's a difference between being alone and feeling unseen, and mixing the two up is where most of the pain actually comes from. And if what you're feeling isn't just occasional loneliness, but a constant heaviness, a sense of isolating from everyone, including yourself, that's worth talking to someone about, not carrying silently. So, instead of asking, "Why doesn't anyone understand me?" try asking a better question. Am I giving the right people enough access to actually try? If you're related to at least 3 of these, here's what it likely means. You're not hard to be around. You're just waiting for people who can meet you at your depth, instead of asking you to shrink to theirs. Let's be honest, this comes at a cost. You'll get called distant. You'll sit through conversations that feel like static. You'll watch people bond instantly over things that never land with you. But here's the trade. The few people who do reach your depth understand you completely. No translating, no shrinking, no performing, just recognition. And that's rarer than 100 surface-level friends. So, how do you make this easier instead of heavier? First, stop shrinking your thoughts to make small talk more comfortable for other people. Second, say the real thing sometimes, even if it slows the conversation down. The right people won't mind waiting for you. Third, stop mistaking a quiet room for an empty life. Depth doesn't need an audience to be real. Fourth, let the right people in slowly, even if it feels risky. Being known is only frightening until it isn't. You're not the person who's too much or too intense. You're the person who refused to dim themselves, just to make loneliness feel a little less obvious. That's not a small distinction. That's the whole point. So if you've been feeling lonely even while everything looks fine on the outside, don't rush to fix yourself like you're the problem. Ask which of these 5 reasons is actually true for you, and start there. If you related to at least 3 of these, tell me which ones in the comments. And subscribe, because next week, we're breaking down why the smartest people are usually the hardest to read, and what that actually means.